What is up, everybody? This is Mark the Mike, and this is another The MorphinCast by Recycler Inc. I am Mark the Mike. I'm joined by Tenacious T.
You know, I am always here. Always.
And we welcome back the Wheel of Hell. And this time we have VR Troopers.
We are VR. This
Um,
is this is the Merc's favorite show, everybody. I
I
just
can't
want you to
stand this
know
show.
ahead of time. He's been we've been I've been trying to get this man to watch this show since the incarnation of the MorphinCast. Okay.
So, I will say this in backstory. I probably watched at least a good chunk of these shows already. Like, I have watched the whole series. Um, it never caught on to me. I never like enjoyed it. I always thought, put it this way, I'm glad that Ryan Steele landed up on VR Troopers and not in Power Rangers.
I agree with that because I didn't know that when you told me that he was supposed to come in as the White Ranger.
Yeah.
And I'm very relieved that they didn't do it because he's a horrible actor.
Oh God, he annoyed the shit out of me throughout this whole show.
He's bad. He's
Yeah.
bad. I'm gonna be honest though, the whole cast isn't good except for I think the girl is good. You know what I mean? I you can tell that she actually has like
She can
acting
act.
ability.
Yeah, she can act.
You know what I mean? Considering the fact that she's been on every single soap opera known to man.
Yeah,
You
that's
know
what I
what I
remember.
mean?
Or that's where I recognize her from because I remember watching some of those with my mom when I called out sick when I was out sick for school and shit. And I remember I've seen her before. So when I
Yeah,
first ever watched the show, I seen her before.
I I've always seen her or somebody who looked like her, which was Mira Sorvino.
Remember Savina? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the girl from Romeo and Michelle's high
Mhm.
school reunion and Summer of Sam. They
Replaced.
got similar features and stuff like that, and they're both gorgeous. So it's like I don't mind looking at it. I don't
Yeah.
mind looking at it. That's fine.
So
But like
yes.
this show growing up, I only recall like seeing it here and there. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I ever really like knew about the show growing up. I knew about the lore of it as I gotten older.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think I've seen handfuls of episodes and like commercials for it, but
Yeah.
I don't recall ever actually sitting down, day to day or week to week watching this show
Okay.
ever.
So this was never like a weekly TV show unless it was like syndicated. When it became syndicated, then I think they showed it like 5 times a week. But this was originally shown on those Sunday morning cartoon
Okay.
exclusives kind of thing. So
Which
this was never a
probably
Saturday morning thing. This was a Sunday morning thing. So the history with those like Sunday morning cartoons. They have like a cult following, but they were never like those popular ones. But they had those cult following cartoons on Sunday mornings.
they were the Island of Misfit
It's
shows.
like Biker Mice from Mars was a Sunday morning cartoon. Street
Yeah.
Sharks was a Sunday morning cartoon.
Everybody
King,
knew of
yeah,
them but didn't really watch them like that.
yeah.
Attack of
King
the
Arthur
Killer
and the Knights of
Tomatoes.
Justice was a
Attack of the
Sunday
Killer
morning cartoon.
Tomatoes.
Actually, that was a Channel 5 cartoon.
Well, I
Attack
remember.
of the Killer Tomatoes. That
Tomatoes.
was actually a Channel 5 cartoon. That actually showed on Fox 5. But there was a a bunch of cartoons. Shout outs to Gets Better as Rare podcast. We've been doing our wheel of cartoons. So what we do on that show is random 5 cartoons. We'll do 5 episodes, kind of like what we're doing with the Wheel of Hell. But we'll pick random cartoons that we never seen before, or that we heard of, or probably saw a theme song or something like that, and they got added. There's a lot of random shit on there, but
Put
this was
put
part of
Mr.
like that.
Magoo on it.
Yeah, Mr. Magoo.
Put Mr.
I
Magoo
don't
on
even
it.
think he has 5 episodes.
Mr. Magoo has 5 episodes. He has an entire show.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty sure it was like a '70s show.
Nah, it probably earlier than that.
Maybe probably the '60s.
Probably like 60s, 50s. Yeah. Anyway, we go through
Uh,
random cartoons and like that. So this was like also part of that like Sunday morning. There was a handful of cartoons. They were good. Like Double Dragon was another one that was like Sunday morning cartoon. Things like that. So they always got in there. So that's how I realized it because I remember seeing this like at 8 a.m. on channel 11 at the time, and I was like, oh shit, this is like Power Rangers. And for all the cadence of it, it was supposed to be the next big thing for Saban.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we all know Saban doesn't make the greatest choices.
Yeah.
I mean, look at his take on the Ninja Turtles. You
Uh,
know what I mean? So
yeah.
it's let's just say he brought the Power Rangers here, and we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not all of his decisions. We all know Saban's an asshole.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
check our Dark Side of the Power Rangers cast, and you'll understand why how much of a dick he actually is.
Yeah. So
But I remember seeing figures of these.
they had a decent toy line.
Um, yeah, I remember seeing. I think they were at like Kmart or like Caldor. There's a store out in Long Island where I'm from called Caldor that used to have like toys. I think I'm pretty sure, vaguely remembering seeing toys from the VR Troopers,
Yeah. They had a decent toy line. Um,
which I wouldn't mind getting them. To be honest with you.
they had some cool looking ones. I honestly, to be honest with you, probably in my storage unit, I probably have the original three and the character that is Ryan Steele's father.
The VR Trooper guy, the VR guy.
No, that's not his father. He's like a so he kind of has a he's a villain that his that later on I think he comes in probably like episode 10, episode 11, and he wears like a black helmet. He has like a red scar on his eye. That lines up being his father throughout the series. He
Well,
looks
we
pretty
only
cool.
watched 5, 6 episodes, so that's as far as I know of the show.
Yeah. So, and I'm fine with that.
I know you are. How do
I am
you
fine
not
with
like the
that.
dog, man? I know
You
you don't
know,
like the
you know,
Jack Nicholson talking dog.
Jackie said the same thing. Like, why does he sound like Jack Nicholson? And I was like, I don't
He definitely
know.
does.
I don't know, and I don't know why they gave him that voice. I really don't. But his Jeb the dog, I guess he was the most entertaining part of the show. I guess because he just ran and go to people, gives people raspberries.
Yeah, I mean, he made popcorn, man, and he blew it up
Yeah.
inside of the lab.
So let's rock it. So VR Troopers, it has 92 episodes. First episode, The Battle Begins. Last episode is Gallows' New Memory. Intro. VR Troopers intro, blah, blah, blah. It started September 3rd, 1994. And it aired to September 11th, 1995. So it
So
had
about a
two seasons.
so about a whole year of uh of messing with kids' heads, thinking that it was cool.
Yeah, probably.
Which I don't know anybody. I still to this day don't know anybody that ever seen VR Troopers besides you.
Yeah, I'm one of the few.
I don't know anybody who's ever seen it. It was never on like any of my friends' radars. It was never like something talked about. I don't have any real. I just know of the show growing up. That's it. It just was always there. It's like Mask Rider. Like I know Mask Rider, but I don't remember watching Mask Rider.
So I think what hurt VR Troopers it was because it was not shown on the same channel as Power Rangers. Like
Yeah,
if
probably.
Saban wanted to make this a real thing and actually have it make money for him, he could have one easily teamed them up with the Power Rangers, two had them on the same channel in the Power Ranger VR Trooper hour.
Yeah,
Three,
could
like
have.
yeah, and then I feel like they both didn't have the same toy line manufacturers either. So because I think VR Trooper was made by Kenner. If it's not Kenner, it was someone else that made their toys. So they didn't have. I think Bandai made the original Power Ranger toys.
Kenner has their hands in everything, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Let's
But
see.
yeah,
Trooper toy line. Again, I remember the toy line. Like I actually had a lot of them. Because yeah, Kenner made them. Damn, I was correct. I was a spot on. I guessed Kenner.
very good job.
The reason why I said Kenner because it has the limited movement of the body, like Kenner figures do.
Yeah, yeah, like the Star Wars figures and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
But I
exactly.
remember them being a little bigger than the
Yes,
Star
they
Wars
were
Kenner.
about 6 inch. They were 6 inch figures.
Yeah, like I probably remember the toys more than the show.
I wouldn't be
growing
surprised
up.
because you probably did see them in the bargain bins a lot too. Because I remember
Yeah,
getting the
and
whole run,
I guarantee you, my mom bought me one thinking that it was the Power Rangers.
and you
You
hated
know what I mean?
it.
Like, dude, this is it says VR
It
Troopers
went
on
from
it.
me having two Trinis.
Yeah, I did. I was the kid
I
with the
know.
tree, bro. I'm fucking. I, my, I was the kid in second grade when Power Rangers was popping. That came with the Yellow Ranger while everybody else has all the great ones. You know what I mean? I'm just like, but I lied to everybody and was just like, yeah, I got them all, but it's like I have two of these, so I was allowed to bring this one in. I'm not allowed to bring the other ones in. But I was the guy.
I respect that. I respect that
I
lie.
was the only kid. Yeah, of course you know you had a lot. Like, why the fuck do I have the Yellow Ranger? You know what I mean? It's like out of all the fucking Rangers. But bro, I remember when those toys dropped. I know we're off topic, but
Yeah.
when those toys dropped at fucking Toys R Us, I was there standing on line for this shit. By the time I even got in there, the fucking everything was gone.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. Toys R Us was the truth back in the day.
Yeah. So I
And
remember.
then everybody turned their back on fucking on Jeffrey.
Yeah. I remember catching these in KB Toy Store for $3 for $10.
What the VR
Yeah,
Troopers?
yeah, yeah. And I grabbed them all. I bought all of them for 3 for $10.
They're probably the same
I
nowadays.
honestly, I think I still have them. They're loose, but I definitely still have them. I was never a big fan of the leader's suit. So when they changed his suit, I was happier. I never liked that double tone outfit.
Yeah, I mean, he looks. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
He looks confused. You know what I mean? He just looks. He looks like he was pieced together. It's like Doctor, like I'm looking at. Well, first and foremost, I can't stand their names. They're literally it's Ryan, JB, and Caitlin, but literally their trooper names are VR Ryan, VR JB,
Yeah.
VR Caitlin. Like, what's the point of that? It's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Just call them by their fucking names. You don't need to call them VR. Oh, this VR version. It's him in a fucking suit. Okay,
Yeah.
you don't have to call him VR. But
They
I
want
mean,
to.
the other two suits aren't bad. They all just look like bootleg dollar store fucking. You know what I mean? Bodega fucking bootleg Power Ranger figures. You know what I mean? Like that would have a cult following nowadays.
Yeah. All right.
Like
So
Santana would collect these.
probably.
Shouts out to Santana.
All right. So let's go to the synopsis of the show, and then we can go to the cast, and we go from there. So, you want to read it?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a
Go.
huge.
Go. Read until it makes sense, I guess.
Okay. Should I do it in the voice?
Sure. Why not? If it don't hurt.
Saban's VR Troopers was the first official sister series to the popular action fighting kid show, The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I ain't gonna do that voice. But
I was
that
just
was an
seeing how long it
Americanization
lasts.
of the Japanese tokusatsu children's program by Toy Company Ltd. The show
Yeah.
focused on three young adults in their late teens: Ryan Steele, Caitlin Starr, and J.B. Reese, living in the fictional West Coast town of Cross World City. So, like, right then and there, boom. We all know Power Rangers Angel Grove is a West Coast city. They could have literally done it. They could have done it like the Arrow in fucking Flash.
You
You
want
know
to
what I mean?
know a little thing they could have easily done, especially within season two?
The destructions of the cities, the insurance companies.
Have Rocky, Adam, and Aisha come from that city.
Come from Crossworld City and say, "Hey, yeah, we have heroes over there too."
Yeah, that was like the
And they,
simplest thing you could easily done to make them exist together.
yeah, like
But
I'm not like they could have easily done that. They could have had crossovers where like literally cross World City. I
yeah,
mean, like pun intended. You
so
know what I mean?
and their to be and their excuse though, there's no footage of this with Zoo Ranger. That's why.
Yeah, probably.
As
Yeah,
in,
but they.
as in Mask Rider, he has a movie with the Dire Rangers, and they used the
Yeah, well,
footage and all like that with the White Ranger and shit.
yeah, I guess that makes sense. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, they could have easily been like, you know what I mean? What is it? What's Flash's town? Central City,
Yeah,
and Arrows is I forget.
I
I
always
forget
forget.
Arrows City. What's up?
I always forget his city.
Yeah, but Central City is
His
Flash's
is
city, and
Keystone.
then what's up?
It's Keystone City.
I don't think it is.
No, okay. Because I don't know in comics
I
he
mean,
says Keystone. Because he's
I
from
don't know.
like Kansas City.
All I know is like it's like an hour drive from each
Yeah,
other.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you could easily had like uh fucking Angel Grove. Obviously, you know they get destroyed every other fucking day. Like they could have called upon the fucking, you know what I mean, the
Yeah.
VR troopers for some help because they're the they're the Power Rangers in the next city over type of thing.
Yeah.
But neither here or there.
All right.
But fictional West Coast town, Crossroads City, the regularly attended Tao's dojo karate studio. Ryan was the most focused martial artist. Da da da, and it literally it's I don't know what else to say because it's just going and going more in details about what it's about. But it's just, the truth is finally extremely virtual reality technology and secret VR is a dimension existing alongside our own. Within it lies mutants and monsters bent on conquering both worlds. The main ruler of these is a creature known as Grimlord, who, unbeknownst to anyone on Earth, has a human identity as a billionaire industrious called Ziktar. Ziktar tries to overcome the barriers of the true reality to allow his armies easy passage from virtual world, and the responsibility falls on Ryan, Caitlin, and JB defending the Earth on both sides of the dimensional barrier.
All right.
That's good.
That's good.
That's good enough.
So I want to just shout out the actors real fast because they probably don't get much credit for what they do. Uh, Even though Ryan Steele right now is making a killing in the conventions now because he's been showing up in those a lot.
Yeah, as a failed actor.
Sarah Joy doesn't really do it the conventions anymore. Um,
Well, Star
so
Joy probably makes money off of fucking the many years of reruns
all right.
of every soap opera known to man.
So we have Gardner Baldwin as Grimlord. We have Sarah Joy Brown as Caitlin Starr. We have Brad Hawkins as Ryan Steele. We have Michael Sorchi as Woody. We have Julian Combs as Professor Hart. We have Richard Rabago as Tao. And we have TJ. What's his. What? Oh, his name is TJ Storm. So TJ Storm plays BJ.
He should have just kept his own fucking name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm gonna say something right now that this is a bold statement. I think Professor Hart is worse than Zordon.
Yeah.
I really do. And I didn't think anybody could be as worse as Zordon. But I feel like Professor Hart, at least Zordon had like a little personality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Professor Hart, just in the 6 episodes that I watched, he is the most blandest fucking Randy Jackson lookalike I've ever seen in my entire life. But yeah, I couldn't stand Professor Hart. The whole the whole his whole thing, the whole laboratory, it was just it was stupid. You know what I mean? Like it really the overall show, the acting is bad, the filming is bad, the whole look of it, it's just literally a bootleg Power Ranger, and it really showed. And I can tell why it only lasted 2 seasons, which I'm shocked it even lasted 2 seasons.
Yeah. I see. Same here. A little known fact: Rita Repulsa was a character in this later in the seasons.
Um, the um, the original Queen Bandora
Yeah.
or
Queen Bandora.
the other one?
Queen
Okay,
Bandora was a character. Yeah.
the one who passed away of stomach cancer.
Yeah.
not the
Um,
girl who filled in for her for the
no,
Power Ranger.
no. So we have the VR people, Ryan. We have JB. We have Caitlin. Again, the suits. I'm not the biggest fan of Ryan Steele's suit. I like the later suit that he has. But my biggest thing with this, and I was telling you this even before we started watching it, is that I could tell when it's spliced. I could tell when it's two different shows, and that's the thing. This show is spliced between two different Sentais. One is the metal linger metal hero, and the other one is Space Sheriff Sauter. So those two series they spliced them. So Space Sheriff Sauter is Ryan Steele's suit, and then the Metal
Sequel
Heroes,
Sensi
yeah,
Spellbond.
and then the Metal Heroes one is JB and Caitlin. So
Yeah,
you always see Caitlyn and JB in scenes together. You never see the all three of them together unless it's the American versions of the suits. Which, if you notice them, they're a lot more bulkier and they look like they're a lot more stocky than the
yeah.
Japanese suits. And like I
Well,
could yeah
it's saying
yeah
three shows, and you ready? So the Schrader, the Space Sheriff Schrader,
yeah
aired in 1984,
yeah
and then so it's 10 years old while watching this. Spellband was aired in 1986,
yep, and that was the two.
and Metal Otter, whatever, originally aired in 1987.
Yep,
So you're literally looking at, you know what I mean, Terminator versus Terminator 2
yeah,
quality
yeah,
of filming. You know what I mean? That's the best way to that I can just I can elaborate the, the the times, because you're talking mid 80s being played off like it's the 90s.
yeah. And then you could tell the differences when the scenes turned out because ones are darker, the others are not. The fight scenes are a bit more better when it's the Japanese people in the suits, and when it's the American ones, you can really tell when they're fighting and everything like that. Um, and it just really bothered me with it because now the fact that I know that it's split between all these things, I could spot them out. That just annoyed the shit out of me.
The show was canceled because Saban favored Big Bad Beetleborgs more.
Yeah, because it was more of a aimed for kids, and they also had a Fox Kids spot.
Yeah, it said, which continued to use the footage from Metal Hero series, Joku Beetle Fighter and Beetle Fighter Kabuto.
Yes, which is
Despite,
if you look at their suits, that's exactly from there.
yeah. So
Um,
basically, Saban just took a bunch of shit, threw it together, and tried to fool us.
like he did with Power Rangers, same thing.
Yeah.
But this one he used several series instead of the other one. He did well technically in season two he used two seasons, as
Well,
in
yeah, but
and then
he
season
he
three he
he
used
didn't know
three
what else to
seasons.
do.
Exactly.
You don't start a show with three different seasons. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
exactly.
you you build it up like you did with the Power Rangers, because the Power Rangers what was 55 episodes
Oh
in
yeah,
the first season,
yeah,
and then it went into the second season, and I think second season is like 100 episodes, where
yeah.
you're
About
50 something episodes in before you even changed it up
yeah,
to what it was, O Ranger, right?
yeah.
Yeah, you changed it up to O Ranger,
So
which we're, us being kids, like, we're stupid, but we're not that stupid.
yeah,
It was cool, the transformation and the transition between the different Zords, because they made it look dope.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Um,
but I didn't mind. I actually wouldn't mind even watching these individual shows, because some of it looked pretty cool. Like it did look. It kind of looked like, you know what I mean, like a apocalyptic world that they're actually in, with all the tanks and like
yeah,
all the ships, and um they always had that flying ship that looked like a xenomorph.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't mind like peeping that and checking that out at some point in time, just to see like where they got it from. You know what I mean? Because like I did not mind any of the VR parts of the show.
Yeah.
I minded everything that they were acting, their fighting scenes, like them as just regular teenagers in town. Like their acting is horrible. The show is horrible. That one episode that we watched with the fight is that dojo is literally fucking the juice bar, but they're just fucking fighting.
Yeah,
You
pretty
know what I mean? The
much.
whole time it's like every time they fought outside, it was very slow motion. It's like it was just poorly put together.
I agree. And then you can also tell when, again, like you could tell the different scenes and where everything came from as well. And that was something that just, again, it kind of threw me off. I would say the the one thing that kind of made me laugh is just the base of the storylines and how Ryan kind of explains like a lesson to his dad, and then he pretty much, and then it goes into the story. The book one had me fucking laughing. It was about the fucking the Grom wanted to destroy all the books and all the libraries in the fucking country and shit. He's like, you know what? I'm
Yeah,
gonna make y'all all illiterate, and I'm gonna fuck y'all up after that.
yeah. Nah, that episode was just stupid.
And I found it funny. I found it funny, but this is the other thing that I will say that always kind of got me annoyed, and I said this many times in Power Rangers. They never have a sense of loss. They're always good at what they do. They're always good at everything. They always succeed on everything. You don't give them that feeling of failure unless it's a side character, and those are the ones that get the feelings of failure, and then they rise up. But the ranger, the characters themselves, they never get a sense of failure, and that shit
Yeah.
annoys the shit out of me. It
What
doesn't
annoys
build
me is
anything. It doesn't build story.
what, it, what annoys me is Ryan Steele's monologues in the beginning and the end of the fucking show. I'm sitting here. He's sitting outside of some some Japanese thing. Where the fuck is that they, where in what fucking city in America do they have these Japanese structures like this? You know what I mean? And he's like, I can't wait for my father to read me a story like he read me when I was a kid. You're basically a fucking adult, bro. Why do you want your father to read you a fucking story? You know what I mean? It's like one day I will see my father again.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's like what is also it's just when they put the VR helmets on,
it's the
the
old, it's the Power Ranger helmets.
I'm just like, oh god, it was literally it was literally, bro. I'm gonna be honest. The bootleg Power Rangers in the Power Ranger show when they made the evil
Yeah,
Power Rangers look that's what they look like.
yeah. And
it, it,
what bothered me the most is that you see the nostrils of the T Rex on the fucking helmets.
they literally just spray painted.
And like, y'all didn't even try to
So
hide it.
it's so bad. But I was just like, hey, at least they tried. You know, it's like just
um,
the VR versions of them. I guess I don't know.
so this is
But
also, I will say this. It was like the evil of, what was his name? Grum. Is it Grum?
yeah, yeah. Grimlord.
Grimlord reminded me of Mezagot a little bit, and how he transformation and shit like that. He went uglier to uglier, and he looked like if Leprechaun and Goro had a baby.
Yeah, it's. I
But
feel like I've seen that fucking face before.
so Grom, the funny thing with him is the fact that what made me laugh, and I was telling Jackie what remind me of, because I was watching it this morning, so she watched some of the episodes with me, and I was like, doesn't it like Robert Palmer, the simply irresistible, the music video with the girls behind him and they're just doing the dance while he's singing. The
I
80,
I I I, I don't
he's an 80s
I don't.
singer. Let me send you the video so you actually get what I'm referencing. Um,
But the girls in the background, because this guy literally uses uses
yeah,
girl images.
Robert Palmer. When you see his video, like when you see it, you're gonna be like, oh yeah. So I'm gonna send you right now. So when I saw the girls around him, it reminded me of this music video. I sent you on Messenger.
Check it out.
So it reminded me of him because they like have the dead stare and they're just dancing behind him.
Yes. Well, hold on. Fucking. Oh yeah, that is 100% it. And they look like them too. It's
Mm.
just like
Yo,
they're
when I
like
saw that,
emotionless dancers.
it made me fucking laugh. It
So
really
here,
made me laugh.
ready? Me and Christina. Shouts out to my girlfriend Christina. We just watched all the Austin Powers movies,
Yeah,
and those are the fembots.
yeah, you can say that too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
You can't resist us, Mr. Powers.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like
yeah,
they have no emotions whatsoever, and they just animatronic. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
But
Um,
like even those the little henchmen thing, the putties as we
yeah.
would put it, like it was corny as hell. You know what it looked like? Fuck, it just popped in my head what that looked like. Oh man, it just I just saw an image of it and now it's gone. Damn it.
They look like mini Ultrons. They had the Ultron face. But
It was a video game. It was either a Sega
oh,
game
you know what it
or
looked like? Mario fucking 2. Them little fucking masks that chase your ass when you get a key.
yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking. That's what popped in my head. Yes. Yes, I knew it was a fucking video game. I was like, what the
that's
hell is it?
that's
And it's
what their faces
totally fucking
reminded me
Mario
of.
2.
Exactly.
Yes, a
That's
hundred
like yeah.
percent.
Would I
Oh my,
like if you really wanted to finish the season, the series? I would be willing to do it, but I'm really not crazy about it, and it's gonna be a lot of cast of us just shitting on it.
but I
I
don't mind getting on
yeah,
things.
I
You know,
I
I
wish
don't mind
yeah,
doing it.
I wish it had more. I guess like you could say that they had a budget. They try to get the success of Power Rangers without using the budget that they gave for Power Rangers.
Well, I think that they had better foot. Yeah, well, yeah, it kind of makes sense because Saban bought probably like a huge package from Japan of like
They
footage.
so they
You know what I mean?
so what Saban's agreement was they allowed to use any Toei footage within reasonable doubt of anything. So when they used when they used Mask Rider, when they used Beetleborgs, those were like very cheap footage that they were able to do, so they could spend most of the money on the show. This one in particular didn't have the budget. The reason why is the fact that they try to again like they try to make a toy line because this one had a toy line like right away. Once this show started, the toy line was right away. Beetleborgs took a couple months before it had a toy line. So they try to, I think, milk this one to make all the money they could possibly get, and see where it goes. And they were hoping that it would be a hit. But then again, like I said, it if it lined it up on the same channel as Power Rangers, it might have been more successful. If you would have teamed them up with the Power Rangers, it might have been more successful. But I think it failed because the lack of Power Rangers within it. This is the fact that it didn't connect or anything like that. Because again, it lasted 2 seasons. Yes, there's a fan base of it. There is a cult following of it. There's an awesome comic about it right now. So if you actually are interested in the VR Troopers, read the Boom Studio comics. Those are fucking good, and they make Ryan Steele look like a badass instead of what he is in this. So
Yeah, well, Ryan Steele is pretty bad, so
yeah,
they have to do damage control somehow, right?
he reminds me of the actor from Starship Troopers.
He looks exactly like him,
Yeah,
actually.
I get him and them two confused.
I was talking about Starship Troopers the other day,
It's a
so it actually is
good movie.
it very uncanny similarities.
Good movie.
It
There's a
is.
game called
To an extent,
Helldivers. Yeah,
it's very dated. It's very dated that movie though. If you
still
watch
fun.
it nowadays, it's fucking
Still
bad.
fun movie. Still fun movie.
Fucking Neil Patrick Harris's fucking character.
Yeah,
He just doesn't he grow like a big head at the
yeah,
end or something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
We got to see some boobs, man. And when that movie came out, I was very happy to see that because I was a little kid.
Yay,
You know
boobs.
what I mean?
Yeah,
And Jake Busey's in it. So
I remember they let me rent it without
so like
a parent.
I feel like we owe it. I owe it to myself to watch this show.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because like I said, I've always known about the show. I just never fully watched it, or I know it's gonna be one of those things that you're gonna want to pull your fucking teeth out.
Yeah.
You know, like I know it's gonna be that. As long as we know that going in, like it shouldn't be a problem because we and you will have so much fun just ripping this show to shreds.
Okay. So
And that's not a bad thing. You know what I
yeah,
mean? It's like we don't, nothing has to, oh, our cast don't always have to be positive. We don't
yeah.
have to like it.
So
Look at our morphin cast as it is. Like we shit on a lot of things.
yeah. So what I'll put this on the back burner with Los
With
Luchadors,
those luchadors, I can't wait to watch
and we
that
will
shit.
pick a new Wheel of Hell because there's not a lot. There's only six more. I almost put that Bible Man one on.
Do it.
Do it.
Fucking put it on there. Hell yeah.
I only think
I want to
it's a
see it.
movie.
I want to see how they
It's a
how
movie.
uh how how fucking messed up it they profitize off of fucking Jesus Christ. I want to see how bad and how much they are going to hell for doing it. So,
All right, so Bible Man's gonna get added. I think Mike will fucking love that because he will find it hilarious. I think he gets a kick out of the edits because he finds a lot of the shit that we watch hilarious, and then he will be like, "Yo, should I actually watch this or not?"
I'm always
So
down to try something. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So.
All right,
Excuse
so
me, I'm yawning, but it's not like we certain shows that are bad, like that Irish Kingdom
yeah.
damn show. You know what I mean? I have no problem just watching 5 episodes and never returning back to it.
All right.
You know,
So for VR Troopers, what you give it for right now?
uh, uh I don't. I mean, the fact that I never thought somebody could be worse than Zordon. It's pretty bad. I don't know. I'll give it a 2.3.
I'm gonna give it a two.
I'll give it a 2.3 because I like the dog, and I
You
like
like
the
the girl?
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
you know me. I always like if the girl is hot. I'll always
I
give
will
them.
say there are some parts of points of it that I remember when he starts finding out that when his dad, the character that is his dad, starts coming in, it gets interesting, and they have a couple episodes based on that, and then after that it goes into the same shit. But beyond that, like they have some core stories that I remember that was with the father character and shit, and he looks pretty badass. So when you actually see the character, you're like, oh, he actually looks pretty cool. But beyond that, like, so I'm gonna spin the wheel. Anything
Okay,
you
spin.
hope it? All right, here we go.
I mean, I wouldn't mind Mask Rider. I wouldn't mind Superhero Samurai Cyber Squad, and I wouldn't mind Beetleborgs.
Mask Rider.
All right, Mask Rider's a quick, easy one, right? It's
I
only like
was
one season.
hoping. I was hoping for Kamen Rider.
The American Common Rider.
Yeah, because I've seen that one. That one's actually
I
really
don't even
good.
know what you have on the list, so I just
Yeah.
off the top of my
I
head.
so I'm kind of doing the same thing that I'm doing with Mike with the cartoons, because the cartoons Mike said, "Yo, I don't want to know what's on the list. Just surprise me when it pops up." So that's kind of what I'm doing with this, and then you'll know from there. If you actually want to know what's on the list, I'll show you it.
Yeah, I mean that's I. We work together. I'll see
Yeah.
you. You know what I mean?
So Mask Rider is next.
Mask Rider, not a Common Rider
I wanted
Black.
Kamen. It was so close to Kamen Rider. I was like, yeah. So I watched Kamen Rider when it first aired. It showed on Kids WB. And the
No.
action scenes were fucking sick. Mark Tascasio was like one of the villains, the dude for Only the Strong and Double
Yeah.
Dragon.
Okay. Yeah. I know who
He
you're
he
talking
was
about.
one of the villains in Kamen Rider. And the Kamen Rider suits are pretty dope. So, but it did the whole thing with the card game shit. Like they had cards that activate their powers and whatnot. But other than that, like it was a really dope. It was pretty dope. And again, it aired at Kids WB. It came in at a wrong time when Kids WB was slowly getting deleted. So it came out on that last time. That you had that, and then you had the WWE Slam right afterwards and shit.
Trying to figure out where to watch Mask Rider.
Mask Rider might be
Tubi has the Common Rider.
Mask Rider. You might be able to find it on YouTube. I actually seen it on YouTube before. I actually might have the playlist on YouTube. Mask Rider. Yep, I got the whole. No,
Masked Rider.
they actually have the real one.
Yeah, Kamen Rider.
No,
No,
yeah,
Masked Rider right here. 40 videos.
that is not the Mask Rider then.
It says Saban's Masked Rider.
I don't think I have 40 episodes though.
It has 40 videos on here. It's from
Yeah.
95 to 96.
Oh yeah, it is it. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, yeah. So we're good. It's on YouTube.
Yeah. Subscribe. It was 40 episodes. I didn't think it lasted
Yeah,
that long.
yeah. I'm looking at it right now. It's going to be interesting because
Nah.
this is a
So
show that I never watched. So,
there's no way it lasted 40 episodes.
well,
There's no.
according to the list, it did.
Let me see something real fast. Oh wow, they actually it did last 40 episodes. Oh shit, I thought it lasted like 13 episodes. To be honest with you, I didn't think it last that long. Anyway, so Mask Rider will be our next Wheel of Hell episode. Um, so we'll wrap this up. This is the MorphinCast. Thank you for listening. Follow us on all social medias. We have Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitch, and TikTok on Work the Mic. Also follow Red Second Link on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and WordPress. He does have a lot of gameplays on YouTube, so definitely check those out and give him a like. And follow us on HT.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter, the real Tatsukuwap. You can also follow me on Instagram, the real Tatsukuwap. Always shouts out to Game On, retro video game store based out on Long Island, at two locations, one in Miller Place, one in Smithtown, satisfying all your retro video game needs. Also go and check out, if you're on the island, to the Game On retro video game arcade, one in Smith Haven Mall in Lake Grove and one in Tanger Island in Riverhead.
He has the
It's
VR
good
Trooper
times,
game.
and we shall be going there in within the next 2 months for my birthday, because that's what we do every year for my
They
birthday.
have the VR Trooper game there.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
Oh God, help us! We gotta play it and film it.
Did I ever play it? I don't even think I ever played it though. All right, that'll be something to do. All right,
Yeah,
we'll wrap this up. Thank you for listening, and also check out our other casts. We have the Morphin Cast, we have the Shell Shock podcast, and we have a new cast that we are having a pilot show today with, which will be called the Book
the
Club,
book club.
a TV and movie podcast.
Yes,
Our first subject
and
will be
don't forget the Not a Trekkie podcast as
and not a
well.
Trekkie podcast, and our weekly It Gets Better I Swear, and a wrestling babble. We just did a whole big year end thing, so definitely check that out.
Year wrap up.
Yeah, I gave put your stuff in there as well, so I
I
represented
forgot
you
what I
for what
told you. So
you gave me a whole list of shit. I just said what you said. That whatever you text
of like
me,
the matches and
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Whatever you text me, yeah, I put up on there.
All
Next
right.
year, next time we do like a year end, I will let you be on it. So definitely like try to get yourself for Sunday so we can actually do some of the babbles.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna be alone. Chris, shouts out to my girlfriend Christina going back to school.
Yeah,
She's gonna be working every Sunday forever.
yeah.
So I got Sundays to myself, all
So
alone.
what we could do to debut that is Royal Rumble. You come on Sunday and we record for our review.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right.
You coming over for it?
Yeah, more likely.
All right, sounds good to me.
All right. So we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you for listening, and thank you for listening for our personal business. You don't have to
Yeah.
come. Peace out, ladies. And always remember, fuck Zordon
Yeah. Fuck Zordon and Professor Hart.
and Professor Hart. You know what? Zordon's okay today. Fuck
Yeah, just
Professor
today.
Hart.
Like don't get it twisted for a second. It's always fuck Zordon.
Fuck Randy Jackson. He has nothing to do with the show, but he looked like him.
He
Because
did look like.
Jackie also said that without even knowing it was him or not. That was funny
Like,
as
what the
hell.
fuck is Randy Jackson doing on this show?